If I were you, I'd start acting scared.
I've been online and I've been doing my homework.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not only a big fan, but you know, you can find almost anything on the internet.
I'm sure you can.
And on the internet, we found out that Sam might even go as far as crossing some crossroads. I'm just gonna sort of hint.
Sam knows that what Dean did to bring him back, and so I think Sam's gonna try the same thing.
Yeah.
That Dean tried, you know, he's never been to the crossroads before. He's never summoned that demon, and his brother's done it twice. So I think Sam is saying, you know what? Doesn't seem like Dean wants to live, so I'm going to make this decision myself and go try and figure it out. I think Sam's willing to try all options. I think that's one thing we're figuring out about Sam this year.
I think anybody would.
I think anybody would, yeah. And maybe Sam in the first couple seasons might have been like, well, this is risky, or save that for later, but I think Sam is ready to get the job done as soon as possible.
All right. Sarah from Chicago wants to know.
Hi, Sarah from Chicago.
The biggest badass demon that you've ever, like, which is your favorite?
The biggest badass demon. Well, obviously, I mean, I think the classic answer would be Yellow Eyes, you know, would be the guy who killed my mom and ended
Jensen said the same thing.
Yeah, ended up putting me in a bizarro world with a bunch of other demon kids, and he's obviously the sole reason for the way my life has been, the way my life has been. But one of the more fun demons, I think I'll say, have been the shapeshifters. Because then you just never know. I mean, in season 1, we had Dean get shapeshifted, and he seemed to be my brother, but then all of a sudden we're doing a fight because he's a demon. And then season 2, obviously, we had the bank heist, and you know, you're looking at somebody and you just don't know because they morph into that person exactly. So I think that's something that I'm interested in. It's kind of a cool, scary power.
On the Jared favorite sort of line.
On the Jared favorites.
What about stunts?
Stunts.
Favorite stunt that you've done? I heard Jensen. I talked to the stunt guy, and he kind of sneaks in sometime and does his own.
He does. He does.
That?
We both do. We both try to. And a lot of times they just they say, "Listen, we know you're big and tough, but you're not big enough or tough enough." So I let my stunt double.
Plus, we need you to look good and be able to.
Yeah, we need you to not show up in a cast with a black eye and a broken nose, and so we try and do whatever we can, and we'll try and do some of the car stuff and all the fight scenes, and if nothing else, we try and do it as well. Like our stunt characters will have a go, but then we want to try it also and dive into the mats.
Because you get to fly through the air and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you get to do that every day at work. I don't get to do that.
Jensen did a cool thing the last episode of last season where he got to be on a cord, on a fly cord, and fly into one of the gravestones. And I actually just got to do it the other day. I got to put on a little fly cord, and I get shooed away by a demon. And so I'm running at him, and I've got my little harness. And you feel weird because the harness is going up your legs and up your butt, and you're running around, and you can't breathe deep because it's so tight on you that you're kind of taking short breaths. And I'm running, and all of a sudden this crane that's 40 feet up in the air just yanks me up, and so I'm flying. All of a sudden I'm yanked up, and you look down on the ground, and there are 4-foot by 8-foot pads lined up, and you're going, I hope I hit those things. And sure enough,
and the camera's following you up too, right? So
yeah, well, the camera follows us up for a little bit and then lets us go because they obviously can't see the crane or they can't see where we land. They want to believe that we just land safely on our feet.
Thank you very much, Jared. I had a great time.
Mate, sir.
Check us out on the CW Source for more interviews behind the scenes at Supernatural.